beautiful souls. Today is a fifth line day. We're looking at March 11th, 2025. And it's a Tuesday, March 5th. No, I'm sorry, March 11th. I already said that, but it's a fifth line day. This is the line of the heretic. So, heresy. So, it's a projection line. This is kind of like a fuck around and find out kind of line. Well, much like its harmonic line, the third line, except in a different way. This one is more like people are projecting onto you that you can be their savior. So maybe there'll be some themes like that today. We're still here in the 2247. Fifth line keynotes are directness, learning about the disregard of form when required. And the frequency range is going to be anywhere from the possibility through emotional awareness to behave individualistically in social interactions to the possibility that individual behavior in social interaction will generate negative projection from others and you will be burned. Burned. It burns. And then just being grounded in this energy coming from gate 47. Keynote is the saint. The position has special significance and there is no planet in detriment. So this is about the acceptance of the weight of the abstract process and the grace that naturally follows. Again, there is no polarity here. And guys, I gotta tell you, this emotional line, this emotionality, this wave, if you're feeling some kind of way and you just can't explain it, or maybe your mind is spending a lot of time trying to explain and tell stories about all of the wavy emotions. Maybe you're depressed one second and angry the next and frustrated after that and just happy after that. Just an emotional roller coaster. I mean, even astrologically, the astrologers are talking about this. There is just a lot of that kind of energy, and you don't need to explain it. You just need to hold space for yourself, for others, to go through this phase that we're currently going through. Maybe it showed up in the coin toss today because we had a couple of moving lines. Yesterday we had none. Today, half of our lines are moving. And we're looking at gate 29, which is the abysmal. I keep saying gate, but it's I Ching. So these are hexagrams. These are the hexagrams. And it's the abysmal. And this hexagram, let me just move this out of the way, consists of a doubling of the trigram Khan. It is one of the 8 hexagrams in which doubling occurs. The trigram Khan means a plunging in. A yang line has plunged in between 2 yin lines and is closed in by them like water in a ravine. The trigram Khan is also the middle sun. The receptive has obtained the middle line of the creative, and thus Khan develops. As an image, it represents water, the water that comes from above and is in motion on earth in streams and rivers, giving rise to all life on earth. In man's world, Khan represents the heart, the soul locked up within the body, the principle of light enclosed in the dark, that is, reason. The name of the hexagram, because the trigram is doubled, has the additional meaning, repetition of danger. Thus, the hexagram is intended to designate an objective situation in which one must become accustomed, not a subjective attitude. For danger, due to a subjective attitude, means either foolhardiness or guile. Hence, to a ravine is used to symbolize danger. It is a situation in which a man is in the same pass as the water in a ravine, and, like the water, he can escape if he behaves correctly. The judgment. The abysmal repeated, "If you are sincere, you have success in your heart, and whatever you do succeeds." Through repetition of danger, we grow accustomed to it. Water sets the example for the right conduct under such circumstances. It flows on, and merely fills up all the places through which it flows. It does not shrink from any dangerous spot, nor from any plunge. And nothing can make it lose its own essential nature. It remains true to itself under all conditions. Thus, likewise, if one is sincere when confronted with difficulties, the heart can penetrate the meaning of the situation. And once we have gained inner mastery of a problem, it will come about naturally that the action we take will succeed. In danger, all that counts is really carrying out all that has to be done. Thoroughness and going forward in order not to perish through tarrying in the danger. Properly used, danger can have an important meaning as a protective measure. Thus, heaven has its perilous heights, protecting it against every attempt at invasion. And earth has its mountains and bodies of water, separating countries by their dangers. Thus, also rulers make use of danger to protect themselves against attacks from without and against turmoil within. The image. Water flows on uninterruptedly and reaches its goal. The image of the abysmal repeated. Thus the superior man walks in lasting virtue and carries on the business of teaching. Water reaches its goal by flowing continually. It fills up every depression before it flows on. The superior man follows its attribute of character rather than an accidental and isolated occurrence. So otherwise, in teaching others, everything depends on the consistency. For it is only through repetition that the pupil makes the material his own. And so we're looking at the lines. The first line that we should look at is 6th at the 3rd. 6 at the 3rd. Here it is. Forward and backward, abyss on abyss. In danger like this, pause at first and wait. Otherwise, you will fall into a pit in the abyss. Do not act in this way. Here, every step forward or backward leads into danger. Escape is out of the question. Therefore, we must not be misled into action, as a result of which we should only bog down deeper in the danger. Disagreeable as it may be to remain in such a situation, we must wait until a way out shows itself. Ooh, that's probably some good advice right there. Do not make decisions based off of your emotionality, the waves that you're currently experiencing. Just wait. Wait it out and hold the experience. 6 in the 4th place means a jug of wine, a bowl of rice with it. Earthen vessels simply handed in through the window. There is certainly no blame in this. In times of danger, ceremonious forms are dropped. What matters most is sincerity. Although as a rule it is customary for an official to present certain introductory gifts and recommendations before he is appointed, here everything is simplified to the utmost. The gifts are insignificant. There is no one to sponsor him. He introduces himself, yet all this need not be humiliating if only there is this honest intention of mutual help in danger. Still, another idea is suggested. The window is the place through which light enters the room. If in difficult times we want to enlighten someone, we must begin with that which is in itself lucid and proceed quite simply from that point on. Man, sometimes these just really hit. All right, and finally, 6 at the top. Bound with cords and ropes, shut in between thorn-hedged prison walls, For 3 years, one does not find the way. Misfortune. A man who, in the extremity of danger, has lost the right way and is irremediably entangled in his sins, has no prospect of escape. He is like a criminal who sits shackled behind thorn-hedged prison walls. Dang. Well, you heard it from the coins, folks. And it is going to be a pretty rough, wild ride for the next couple of years, I hear. Now, I have pulled a card from my White Light Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck. And the back of these cards are what really attracted to me. I am the wild wolf mama. And this really seemed like a symbol that was, I don't know why, calling out to me. And so today, I did get frustrated when I was shuffling the cards, and I threw the card deck down. And all the cards landed upside down, like this, except for this one. And I didn't notice until I went to go put it back and realized this was the card. This is what was needing to be transmitted today. It's card number 23, Beta of Spirit Wolf. The back is like the front, incognito. And it says, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune in to your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. Spirit Wolf skillfully guides us through transition and uncertainty. He enhances instinct, intuition, and presence so we can sense and avoid possible sabotage or traps and intelligently and safely find our way around them. Spirit Wolf tunes us into our instincts without creating paranoia or hyper-arousal. This is the medicine of awareness and engagement that comes from tuning in without fear, rather than from defensiveness, suspicion, and building walls against life. Where direct confrontation could stall a resolution or make matters worse, Spirit Wolf teaches us to soften our energy, appear less threatening, and therefore minimize the chance of the other party reacting aggressively out of fear. This enhances the possibility of resolution. Spirit Wolf calls for lunar wisdom, from honoring the non-rational knowing of intuition, for trusting our spiritual instincts and inner sense of timing. He is the unconventional yet reliable pathfinder. He shows us how to be flexible while remaining connected to our higher purpose. Beta of Spirit Wolf brings the message that your resourcefulness and capacity to meet your needs is greater than you realize. We have it within us to engage all situations with courage and willingness. We will always find a way through. As Spirit Wolf thrives in cheerful, playful social bondings with his tribe, there is also a reminder that connection is an essential ingredient to our approach to life. It speaks of community and building community. To thrive and have as much fun as the intelligent, playful, successful, adaptable, and resourceful wolf, we need love in our lives. To experience love, we must be willing to reach out, open up, and run the risk of letting love in, as well as to share it unconditionally, without thought for what we can get out of it, which would transform the beautiful gift of love into a manipulative tool of ego. Beta brainwaves oscillate between 14 hertz and 40 hertz. It is the pattern of our waking state when our alertness and reasoning are heightened. If our beta waves become excessive, it can be challenging to transition into more relaxed states, and the result is increased stress. And stress is a significant problem for the human collective, and the negative impact on our health and our planet is considerable. It is easier for a relaxed mind to access clarity and inspiration. Beta waves are stimulating, and while heightened arousal is beneficial in small doses at appropriate times, if this becomes our dominant way of being, our stress levels will compromise our well-being and our wisdom. The excess of anxiety-related disorders affecting humanity at this time is one symptom of beta brainwaves in overdrive. Beta helps us get things done, but imbalanced. It disconnects us from the nourishing sacred feminine presence within the heart that generates contentment. Beta excess is progress at any cost. Beta deficiency results in lack of focus and inattention to what is happening. So problems are not readily solved. Spirit Wolf brings a healing recalibration of our beta waves so we can avoid depression and feel motivated. Yet also know when we step back and reconnect to the slower healing rhythms of the heart and soul. And so the healing process here is give yourself a refreshing, invigorating body rub. Perhaps start at your scalp by rubbing your head in a way that alleviates tension but is also slightly stimulating. You may like to put a slight pressure on the top of your head, the base of your skull where it meets the neck, and also behind the ears down to the jaw. Then rub your shoulders, especially where the shoulders meet, where the neck and shoulders meet. You may then like to make fists and lightly pummel or briskly rub your lower back and hips. If you wish, you can continue with this motion down the length of each leg and the soles of your feet. When you have completed this self-massage, take some slow, deep breaths and give yourself a chance to ground with gentle, playful movements. Perhaps a few star jumps, or as we call them, jumping jacks, or even a quick jog on the spot, depending on what feels good. Say aloud, I have it within me to accomplish my soulful tasks with focus and effectiveness. I trust myself to find my way according to my own heart wisdom and with the strength of spirit that keeps me motivated to continue on my path, while also meeting my needs for rest and replenishment. Recognize that you are a creative powerhouse who refuses to be obstructed on your path. Own your determined wolf-like badassery. You have completed your healing process. Yes. Yes. You know, that's part of the reason why I have decided to do my first HD talk at this retreat center, because of the stress that I think is really negatively affecting so many people in my life. It's an opportunity to learn not only to relax in the moment, but to continue that relaxation throughout your day and the rest of your life, hopefully. Now, this next oracle deck is one that I've had for a little bit. Decided to swap out the moon cards last night during one of my support group meetings. This is the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. And the artwork is by Gilbert, I want to say his last name is Williams. Does it say? Gilbert Williams. Yes, it actually says on the box. Artwork by Gilbert Williams, who is someone that I have been deeply connected to for decades now. And this is the card that called to me. Card number 24, Light Dancer. Illumination, the radiant self, shining soul. Isn't that beautiful? I love his work so much. It just really is something out of dreams. Each of us is designed to find within us the light we see outside of ourselves. And with our five senses, we cannot see all that is. We cannot take in all that is truly within this world, the universe. But through reaching for the light that lies within us all, you have sought to become a more loving person. You have searched for the oneness and lost the sense of division. For moments, there have been pure bliss, and when it has departed, you have been sad, as though you have failed. As a human being, you cannot perceive all that is all the time. But in those moments when the bliss and peace of the truth of our connection, the acceptance of our transitory journey within and through our bodies, the alignment with values that respect and love the earth, where we find union with others like ourselves, we find ourselves dancing with the light. Life has an ease and flow to it, and we feel we could reach out a hand and touch the stars. This moment has come to you even if you have forgotten its power. And it is here to remind you again of the beauty of the heart and soul of the relationship you have to the infinite, which lies within you and without you. The light dancer tenderly touches what she can see in the hidden spaces of the universe and within your heart. And when she comes to you, it is to remind you that you too are a light dancer, a being of the infinite universe, and you are as graceful, as aware, and as tender as she is. The illumination. I am evolving into an enlightened being, dancing with the light that dwells within me. That's a beautiful message. Lots of message themes of love and a little bit of emotional chaos today. You know, love is my religion. I am on a journey of self-love and empowering others to do the same. If you'd like to work with me, please contact me. I have lots of opportunities and offerings for you to be able to do so. Yeah, love yourself, guys, and have a blessed day.